Oh, yo,
you know the vibes, man. Obviously, last minute, the computer would have started drawing. But welcome, y'all. Welcome to welcome, welcome to this live stream, bro. We about to go crazy with it. We about to go off. We about to have fun.
yes, sir.
A whole little vibe we got going.
Big vibes.
Yeah, big vibes, big vibes, big vibes. Yes, indeed. So we have the wonderful Lex Mili here.
You're
Streamer, gamer, wearer of many titles, many titles. The most
yeah,
fantastic, the most spectacular. And we're here to talk about game sense. The vibes. Talk about how to be the best player you can be, and
yes,
all that.
sir.
I'm about to move my little VTuber around so things popping up right. But all right, Lex. How you doing? How's your day been?
I'm doing great. My day's been really good. I'm really excited to be here and my evening, so we blessed.
Hey, hey, yo, we love to hear it. We love to hear it. All good energy, all good peace vibes.
Hmm.
So, no, no, we've introduced everyone to like the vibes, the energy. Oh, by the way, y'all, I'm that kid Pounds. I know I don't be introducing myself because it's not about me, but that's who I am. Just if you're wondering who that character is on the screen, but yeah, yo, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So let's start with the first thing. What what was that game you realized you were like, yo, I gotta get better at this. I gotta just like I'm tired of not like being successful in this. Is like I just want to win. I just want some items. Like what's good?
uh, my first game like that, where I was super competitive with Gears of War.
Oh my gosh, yo, Gears was
It was
lit.
Yeah, it was something about Gears that just like watching all my friends be like amazing, and I was like not good. I spent a lot of time trying to get better at that game,
Mm, I feel that. I feel that.
and that's like a staple in like my top game list too. As far as like Gears of War 1 and 2. Oops.
Yeah, I
Yes,
completely agree. I completely agree
yeah,
on that because like that game right there, that was like the first game I was like, bro, you can attach yourself to cover, and like you can like lock. I just like the gameplay mechanics of it. It felt very
yes.
like
There wasn't a game like that,
exactly. It
and
really
like
wasn't.
you know how like once the community gets a hold of a game and then they like do all their like getting used to it, and as far as like making like wall balancing, all that, like a part of that game to be like good at, yeah, it's
Mm,
like a regular person that just start that game, they're like what the heck, and then they join like a online game with like a bunch of people and they're playing it like a totally different way. It's cool to see that how that like plays out and stuff.
mm, I feel that.
Yeah, I love Gears.
Yeah, yo, nah, Gears is definitely different because like that's so like that in particular because that's an interesting game to bring up too because it's like you I don't know if there's another game you could play that could help you be better at that because it's like
Right.
I mean maybe I'm
It's its
not aware of
own.
it but
I don't know. I don't think there. I've played a lot of games, but like there isn't another game I could compare that to.
literally I'm kind of jelly. I wish we had more of that. I mean we do but wish it was like a more
Yeah.
popular. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Um. So like, so that started that journey. So like, what did you like? Were you just playing all the time? Was it You
Yeah.
deliberately like going to certain levels and just like, let me practice right here.
So what I would do is I would play with like the best of the best. When I
Mm.
go against someone, I always tell my friends and stuff like, do not go easy on me. I want you to play me just as if you were playing like your worst enemy. Just 'cause that's how you get better.
I feel that. I feel
Like
that.
it's something about motivating. Like that's motivating. Where if you just losing and losing, you're like, all right, well, what am I gonna do to stop losing?
Nah, I
So
feel
that's
that.
that's like the best I feel like to gain experience on how to like get better. So, like, you just gotta go against some really nice people, in my opinion. And I have like a lot of good friends that are like amazing gamers, so I always love playing with them or just like watching them.
Mm.
Like if I'm dead, I'm gonna just watch their screen, you know. Like, all right, what would they do?
Mm. I feel that.
So
I feel that. I feel that. I really do feel that. That like
yeah.
that's kind of how I felt in reference to like Super Smash. I was just like my
Mhm.
friends, that one friend who was just like, I had one friend who was just so good at the game, and every time I go to his house, I'd be like, "Hey man, you whooping me, but I made you
Right.
lose. I made you lose one life at least this round." So it's like,
Yes.
or I made you use your counter. Like it's just it's something about that energy and just being able to, excuse me, like being able to like, how do I put this? See progression, really.
Yes, absolutely.
This man, John just does something to the energy, the vibe, and how you feel about really just like, I guess your progress in the game, but more so your progress as a gamer.
Yeah,
Because like I feel like a lot of those like mental skills transfer outside of gaming, in my personal opinion.
absolutely. I think so too. Even like games like I played when I was really young. There's
Wait, wait, hold up. I break it up a little bit. What'd you say? One more time.
hold on.
I heard you say, "Hold on." Um, not fully.
Hello,
Yeah, there we go.
you can hear me now.
Yeah. Very, very
Okay,
clear.
cool. I took my headphones out. Maybe that was the problem. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about this the other day. How like one of my favorite games on the original Xbox um, was this game called Fusion Frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like a bunch of like mini games and stuff like that. But I just remember like nobody could really beat me in those games
Mm-hmm.
because I used to spend like a lot of time doing all the mini games. But that hand-eye coordination that definitely translated into like other things in life as far as like sports and shit that I played. Hey, I think definitely they could translate easily.
Mm. Yeah, I can you give us a little more background on the game? Like what type of game was it? Like what was it? What was
Uh it was like a team-based mini game series, kind of like trying to think like Mario Party,
Oh, okay.
but yeah. What
Hmm.
I the reason why I brought this game up the other day was because I was playing the most fun I've had playing a game forever. It was called Takes Two.
What
I don't
was
know if you ever heard that game.
what was it called again?
It Takes Two.
Oh, it takes two. That sounds familiar, but
Um, yeah. So this game is a co-op based game
Mm-hmm.
where you're playing. married couple who's getting divorced, and they tell their daughter. She's upset. She goes upstairs. She cries on like this book of love, and they like some special powers. So her parents fall asleep, and they wake up in these like clay bodies that her daughter made. It's kind of like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids vibe because they're like going all around their home trying to like get back to their daughter to like get back in their real bodies.
Mm-hmm.
But this book of love comes back to life, or comes to life, and basically try to teach them lessons on why they were married in the first place. And you can't proceed through the game without each other's help. Like, you literally need each other to play. So like, it was amazing. I've never played a game like that in years where I had so much fun. But the mini games in that game reminded me of that Fusion Frenzy game I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like full circle. That game, It Takes Two, amazing. Literally, like it won Game of the Year last year. It came out last year, um, but I just played it this year, like
Wow.
last month.
Oh, that sounds like an amazing game. Like
It's incredible. Like, the
I've never
game
heard of a game like
design.
that.
I don't know if you ever played them. I forget what it's called. I think A Way Out, where it
Mm-hmm.
was like the two brothers in jail for like Prison Break. Um, I never played that, but I know that game is like, award winning. But it's the same people that made it. Um, and there was like an Easter egg for that in the It Takes Two game. So it was really cool.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Wow. It's called A Way Out.
Yeah.
Wow. That's sick. That's like That makes me like think about I forgot if there's any like interesting types of games like that like I just felt drawn to like complete with like some
Mm-hmm.
like unique like I guess like gameplay is what I'm like, looking for. Like I'm thinking back and I'm like I can't think of anything. Only thing I can think of is like Midnight Club for me. Uh
Yeah. Okay.
like as a kid, like I wanted to be so good at that game because I was just so mad because I was like, oh my gosh, like I got these souped up cars. These cars are so nice. I put so much effort into like getting points to build up these cars. And the cool thing about that game is they had pink slips. So like
Okay. Yeah.
you could race like AI and then they would take your car. And when you would
Oh
go
shit.
back to like try and get your car back, they would race you in your car. So
Hey yo.
I'm like when I tell you like this, like I lost my whole garage to this one computer. I was
Oh
so
my. I would have been sick.
I was so tired. Actually, like I stopped playing the game. That's how mad I was.
I would have been sick too. Like
It
yo.
took all
The
my
computer took.
cars. Took everything from me. So that's why I was like, I eventually, yeah, I eventually like worked up the courage to go back, and like I was like using like this like burner car, and like had to do some other races to get that car better. So then I went back and started slowly winning my cars back one by one.
Damn.
I was determined. I was determined because but like stuff like that teaches you things. Because like what I learned
Absolutely.
was like I was just racing people before I met that AI. Like that AI made me think about like, oh, okay, I gotta ease off the brakes before I hit this next bend, and like
Yeah.
that like it forced me to get better. So a
Yeah.
lot of frustration, but it taught me a lesson about life. About okay, you fail a lot, come back, recalibrate, then go back at it and see what
Yup.
happens.
You gotta reassess the situation.
Literally, yo,
Come
I
back with
felt
a
like
strategy.
yes, seriously. I was like I remember it vividly, just like as a kid sitting there on my couch, like my head in my hands, just like, bro, what am I gonna do? Like as if I really lost my car. I was like, what am I gonna
Right.
do?
Oh man.
I was like, bro.
Oh, well, I could cry about it or get my shit back.
Yo, exactly. Would you have you ever like played a game that like made you want to go back and no take some time off, reassess, and then step back into?
uh, yeah. I feel like almost every
Mm.
game I've gotten to a point where like I'm stuck somewhere or like something where it's like challenging,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll go sleep, take a nap, come back. You know?
I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so it's. I guess there's something about. I mean, I guess it's a good point for anything really. Like, it's something about sleep just like helps you
Nah, for real, that
like
like
lock in.
reset,
Yeah,
and
literally.
especially if you were like playing like a level or something over and over. Prime example, freaking um, Crash Bandicoot when the trilogy came out when they remade it.
Mm-hmm.
I was stuck on certain. I was like, yo, I don't remember these games being this hard when I was young. So I was stuck on certain levels where I would get so mad, and I was like, all right, I'm turning it off. I'll come back tomorrow. Come back and beat it on the first round because it's something about after playing it, losing, and then taking a break, coming back. You're, I don't know, just like your mechanics doing it over and over. It just like knows now too. It's like that's so important.
Yo, I feel that on so many levels, like on so many levels. Like that's how I was with like Skater XL. Like
Mm-hmm.
sitting there, pl- attempting to do the same trick for hours,
Yes.
and like I'm not giving up. But then just being like, bro, forget it. I'll come back tomorrow. I'll come back tomorrow. Like within the first hour, or sometimes like first time attempting it. I'm like, oh, I did it. Like that's not
Mm-hmm.
that hard. Like yo, oh my gosh, yeah. I guess it's like it really is to a certain extent maybe like the because like people talk about muscle memory, but I've also heard people mention like, oh, your muscles don't have memory. I'm like, yeah, I feel like you're getting too technical with it, but like I get what they're saying. Like,
There is like
oh, what'd you say?
there is like a I feel like a I guess I don't want to say memory, but like that repetitive action definitely gets it as far as all right, I know what to do. I done did it 100 times. What not to do.
Yo, oh my god, yo, I feel that. I feel that, yo. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yes.
Yo, oh wow. So, like, in terms of like, hmm, and in terms of like games, like in reference to, I guess we could talk about COD and like Apex because those are. I mean, I don't know if you ever
Yeah.
played. I haven't played like Valorant, but I know people
I
be
never
playing
played
it.
it. I know a lot of people that play it.
Yeah, to me it looks like a newer. It looks like a Counter Strike of abilities. Like it gives me that type of vibes.
Yeah.
But
I can
like with Apex though, like what like who do you main?
Apex is my game. I love Apex. My main characters, well, I started off with Bangalore,
Mm-hmm.
and right now I'm running Bloodhound.
Oh, Bloodhound.
Yeah, that's my main.
Mm.
Because what was it in January? Not January. December. I was doing like tournaments, and I learned a lot. I thought I was ready. Nah, but I
Mm.
learned a lot. I realized like maybe Bang isn't the best for like, competitive Apex. So Bloodhound is my guy.
Mm. Yeah.
For team based winning, definitely.
Mm. Definitely doing tournaments would definitely help you like see the gaps in gameplay. And
Yeah.
like Bloodhound's abilities. I don't really play Bloodhound, but I know like the character aspect of like I know it like they can like hunt you with your footsteps and stuff like
Oh yeah.
that. And
Hmm.
like but I feel you on the whole Bangalore thing cuz Bangalore for me was like for the like I found myself playing Bangalore and what's her name? Either Bangalore, Lifeline, or dang, I forget her name. She got the shields like that she could put down.
Oh,
Um,
It starts with R. Yeah,
Yeah.
R.
Rampart is currently my main because like I just like those types of characters. I've always been for some reason I've always been really good at like support people. Just like
Gotcha. Yeah.
and Bangalore also has like one of the best abilities. Like when people shoot at her, like she runs faster.
Yeah, and I love that. I love characters that are like fast paced because
Exactly.
I'm not like all right. So like for Overwatch and stuff like that, I don't really like being a supporter. I like running and gunning,
Mm.
and somebody supports me.
Mm. I feel that.
So
I feel that.
yeah, I like her for that reason. 'Cause she runs faster, and that smoke clutch.
Oh, yeah, that smoke be clutch for real, for real. Like you throw the smoke down, then you start throwing hands, they get surprised.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's honestly that's one of my favorite things about Apex is like that. Like the melee is like super realistic, but also it's like a really good strategy because some people are not expecting you to do that at all.
No, definitely not.
And, like completely taken off guard because like you're just like, all right, bro, I'm just gonna pull up on you and we gonna see what it do.
Hmm.
Like, man, that's it reminds me of I don't know if you ever played like League of Legends before, but
I played League. I tried to play it
mm,
like a couple of months ago on stream,
mm, how'd you like
but
it?
I don't like that point of view. I just don't like games.
Oh, like top down?
Yeah, I don't like.
Mm. It's a it's a different vibe. The MOBAs are different because like
Yeah,
they I mean you might like if you don't like that point of view then you might like a game like Smite.
someone else told me that recently.
Yeah, Smite is like a MOBA but it's like first person.
Yeah, because I someone asked me about League of Legends and I said the same thing. They said that. Okay, I'll have to check it out.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's I haven't played it, but like I know about it. I just haven't gotten around to it because like I was just like super into League for the time being because like I know League is like if not one of the most popular games.
Yeah,
Period. Like because it's that game is like when you can carry. It's one thing to like you like that's a cool thing about video games is like when you get to a level of like of actual like being so good at something in a game you
yeah.
low key like for an example Jordan is a phenomenal basketball player like
Hmm.
he does carry games but like if his whole team was not on the court and it was him versus five people
Yeah,
realistically by the bounds of like I mean just being human like you can't beat five people but
right.
but in the context of gaming, that's not the case. Like you could, like I've been in like games of League of Legends where like my whole team is down and my friend is the only one alive, and he's like destroyed. like
Yeah.
like they can't catch him. He's too good. Like that's just like that's also like probably like one of the most rewarding feelings ever. It's like bro, I just like 1v5 and
Yep.
won. And won. Looking back at the team, like I don't know if y'all. I mean, I don't know if I really need y'all to help me do this.
Right.
Yo, oh my gosh, yeah. But I guess that's like the enlightened gamer, the one who can ascend, not needing a team.
Yes.
Nah, but teamwork is important too, because it's nothing worse again. Like for an example, playing Apex and getting stuck with like a random who's just doing their own thing, and it's like, bro, please don't do this. Man. So in terms of like Apex, like, do you prefer like which weapons do you prefer to use?
uh, like light guns or like that.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
So I like either heavy ammo guns
Mm.
or the light guns.
Oh, okay. Heavy or light? All right.
Usually, what am I running? So they just added fire back on there. That was my gun. I love the Spitfire. Um, the R301.
R301. Yeah.
It's not accelerator.
Yeah.
Alternator.
Alternator be different.
That's my shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like running with things like that.
Wait, hold on. What'd you say?
I like running game or guns like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
How do you feel about the Hemlock?
I like the hemlock. It's okay.
Yeah, the Hemlock is cool, but when you put it in the single fire mode,
Yeah,
that's where it shines. Like
yeah.
that Sean is different. And
And that's my problem with that is I'll forget that it's in single fire, and I'll die because I'm not shooting it right.
yo, yeah, that is like when you need it not to do that. As I said, like when those moments come, it's like, yo, just switch to the hands if they're not too far away.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the beauty of playing Bangalore. You can put down the smoke to close the distance.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just pull up on them. I've been like I've been seeing like more of I guess like also in the aspect of like in particular games like Apex, like Apex in my opinion has one of the best movements systems,
Agreed.
like period. Like there's no like it their movement is so satisfying. It's just so satisfying.
When I remember, all right, so I wasn't into like till last year I started playing.
Mm.
I wasn't into it at all. I tried it when it was like 3 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had friends that were in love with it. I was on Call of Duty. That's where I was. So when I gave up Warzone, let me try. Let me try Apex. And my friends would always like, they compared it to like Gears of War movement mixed with like Overwatch type vibes. I was
Mm.
like, okay.
That's interesting.
So I tried it and I was like, oh, this game is great. I love all these characters and like all the different abilities. And the
Mm-hmm.
movement is like it's such a nice change of pace from like a Call of Duty.
Mm. Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. The Call of Duty is cool, but it's like other than
It's,
like in the past they had that one game where like you could like jump around on the walls and stuff.
oh yeah, I remember.
That was cool. That was cool for a little bit, but then I was just like, bro, like yeah, that like it's how do I put this? Like there's I'm trying to think of another game that's even like I can even like slightly relate. Other than the game like we were just recently talking about that EVO one, like that
Oh yeah.
the movement is Splitgate is another good one.
Oh yeah.
Splitgate is cool because I like the whole idea of just like the portals and like that's really what I think is like kind of like, helping with particularly your shooters, just
Hmm.
keeping it like interesting is like bro like we just need some wild abilities like I just
Yeah.
that to me is like what helped too with Apex is like every character has these crazy abilities
Right.
that like literally play a significant role. Like I think one of the most like underrated but also one of the best abilities is what's his name uh he's a robot man, what's his name?
Oh, Winston. No, not Winston. What is his name? I know who you're talking.
Yeah, Pathfinder. Okay,
Yes,
so
Pat.
yeah, Pathfinder's zip line, his like wrist zip line, like
Oh yes.
yo, I be feeling like I'm a pirate. I just be swinging
Right.
up. I just be swinging up on. I'm like, yo, bro, like
Yeah.
it be like a whole different vibe, a whole
But,
like, and plus like that's like how you gonna feel like you Tarzan and you got the automatic rifle in the other hand and you out there.
but
It's just mad cool.
yeah, so cool.
I guess like the biggest lesson is like from a lot of these games is like learn your character. If
Yep.
it is a character based game because I don't think COD is that way at all.
Right. Not definitely not. COD is more loadout based. Where like I
Mm,
struggle with Warzone because I didn't I didn't buy the campaign of multiplayer.
okay,
I only have Warzone. So in order to level up, you have to play a lot of those.
you said in order to level up you had to play a lot.
Yeah, you gotta play a lot of matches
Oh, okay.
and get a lot of kills to level up your guns. Or you play multiplayer. But I didn't have multiplayer. I didn't really want to buy it.
Yeah, I didn't buy it either.
So you was either playing a bunch of games trying to get, or like playing what was it, Plunger? I think it was Plunder or something
Oh wait, was that like the gun game thing?
with the money and stuff where you got
Yeah.
So I would go into that and just like focus on kills to level up my. But my friends that played all the time, their loadouts would be crazy,
Mm.
or even just people in the game. So I'm going against like people crazy loadouts, and my loadout is trash. So Warzone's definitely loadout based, leveling up, having the best. Where Apex is, you really gotta know your, and then
You
I
said know
like it
your
so much.
character, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it so much because everyone starts off the same. You know, you just loot. Hope you get right guns.
Yep.
Um, so there's no like crazy advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I feel like Apex a lot more now.
Yeah, that game.
The characters are so cool.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they're it's like, huh? How do I put this? It's like fun. They have there's something satisfying about having a character, not not necessarily being like, how do I put this? Not great with them, but it's like as you learn your abilities, it
Mm-hmm.
becomes like second nature. Your game sense of like what to do
Yes.
in particular moments like adds a whole nother level of complexity that
Yeah.
like COD is for an example. COD is great, but it's like it's just shoot versus
Right.
Apex is like shoot abilities,
Right.
like
Like
which I also think is why
maps all
Overwatch is great.
crazy.
Yeah,
Like they change the maps. Yeah.
and that it's interesting you spoke on that in terms of like loadouts because like like you saying it's all about loadouts that made me think back to like um it made me think back to like when I was playing like PvP and World of Warcraft heavy. Like I
Mm-hmm.
was like, it was, it was to a certain extent it was about your gear, but at the same time it was about like, yo, do you have the right abilities on your hotkeys at the right time?
Yeah.
And like that, yo, those abilities are way more complex than like all the other shooters because it's like
Oh
you got
yeah.
like 8 hotkeys or so. Like, bro, what's good? And then all your other sidebar stuff with potions. I was like, bro, nah, this is
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous. This is full on ridiculous, but it's
Yeah.
like you have, but like it definitely is like a mixture of like combos of knowing what to do.
Yeah.
Cause like as I mentioned with the Eve game, like I was so bad with the battle rifle, but then
Yeah.
I realized that you just have to aim for their legs because the kickback like the kickback goes straight up. So
Uh-huh.
as I started aiming for people's legs, I was like, oh, bro, I'm like one shot at people. Like, oh,
Yo.
this
Yeah.
makes sense. I was like chest and above, you just miss everything. I was thinking I
Mm-hmm.
was terrible. I was like, I can't use this.
I can't.
Yo, oh my gosh, yeah, man, it's up. It's also
Mm-hmm.
mad satisfying to have like the P90 um
Uh-huh.
like when you really be landing your shots and you got the attachments on it where it does more damage, like you be
Yeah.
spamming your mouse wheel, but you be like, yo.
I know, yo.
Yeah, it's always so. I be getting worried. My hand about to cramp up. I'm like, yo, for real.
Yo, what was I playing? Zombies. I was playing crazy rounds of zombies. I literally deliberately died because my hand.
Oh, because they were cramping.
Yeah, they were cramping so bad. That was like the first time I played zombies on my PC,
Mm-hmm.
and we was going in. We was on like level 40,
Oh my.
and I literally like I died on purpose. I was like, I'm done. I can't do this for y'all.
So yeah, I'm done with this. Yeah, I'm good. No, thank you.
I
Yo, that's mad funny. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Cause like, yo, wait, hold on. Do you be doing anything once that happened? Do you like do anything to like keep that from happening to you?
from keeping from like dying.
No, no, no. Like from like your hands cramping
Oh,
and stuff.
cramping. I guess like taking breaks.
Mm.
I didn't. We didn't take many breaks. It was just like maybe 3 straight hours, like pressing the same buttons. That's not good. And that's not usually how I play. If I'm
Mm.
playing like long periods, I'll take breaks. games and stuff, but zombies is a whole different story. I wasn't prepared.
Yeah, yo, I bet, yo. Especially
I
when
was
you get
like,
deep in the waves, you're like, I ain't trying, bro.
that
If I stop, it's over.
rounds are taking like 10, 20 minutes to complete. I'm like, oh my god, this is too much.
Mm. Yo, I can only imagine. That's like, I be wondering that when I be seeing like, for example, people with like the racing simulators and they be doing
Uh-huh.
certain racing games. Like, I be wondering like, bro, like, does your foot start cramping like when you
Right?
start really shifting gears like that and like hitting the clutch to hit those drifts on certain levels? I'm like, bro, like because like I can understand, like, I guess if you are like a race car driver, you probably do that a lot,
Right.
but still, like, I feel like that's still like a lot. Like, it just,
Yeah, there's gotta be
you know, people be acting like gaming not demanding on the body.
no one is very much. Yeah.
Y'all really, I mean, also on top of that, your eyes, like, my gosh, bro. You.
Yeah. The best thing I invested in was blue light glasses to help with that
Facts.
because I get real bad eye fatigue. I feel like I'm always staring at things, whether it's like for other work that I'm doing or like on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
My old day job was all computer based, so I would sit in front of my computer and play games. I would get so tired, and
Mm.
getting glasses that help that helps so much.
Mm.
So definitely invest in nice glasses for your computer.
Yeah, I feel that. That's I feel the exact same way. I would just like playing I invest not even for gaming. I did it for music because I was like, bro, I'm looking at a screen
Oh
all the
yeah,
time. Like, I feel like,
yeah,
honestly, I feel like anyone using a computer should just have
yes,
them.
absolutely.
Like, it's not like, it's definitely an investment you won't regret.
Yeah.
On top of that too, there's like, I don't know if you ever been like, have you ever like played for like hours and like you leave your computer and you're like, bro, you're like, bro,
Yeah.
I can't see in front of me.
Yes. My eyes.
Exactly. Yo, this is not it.
Trying to adjust.
Yo, it's so funny. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's how I felt with like VR. I was like, bro.
Oh my gosh. Yes. VR games. Start playing Resident Evil 5 on that time.
Wait, you be
It was
playing Resident
cool.
Evil 5?
Yes.
What? That sound lit.
Yo, that shit was crazy. It was it's hard as hell.
Oh my
So
god.
hard. Well, I chose the setting so that's more realistic. So I really gotta like load my gun, like
Mm.
aim and shoot, and
Mm-hmm.
like walk. Um, that shit's hard because when those they come at you, yeah, I'll be dying.
Oh my gosh. Yo.
I'll be
That
screaming and
that's like,
yeah.
I'm excited to see like what happens in particular because we're talking about like being good at games in general, but like in terms of VR, it's like actually gonna be
No,
beneficial for you to be physically in shape. To
did you
like,
hear about Among Us?
is
They're
that,
taking Among Us to VR,
oh,
which is gonna be crazy. From that point of view,
oh,
playing that game, that's gonna be so cool.
oh my gosh. Yo, see, this is the exact reason why like I gotta get me a VR headset.
So I recommend it for sure.
Oh wait, what do you use?
Yeah, I have the Oculus too. I think. The
Yep.
white, yeah, the white
Yeah.
one.
I'm gonna have to get me that. I actually wanted to get an Oculus 2 because of for music. There's like a program in it where you can use like CDJs are like the standard for like club music.
Yeah.
And they're like in the thousands. So like it's like the average person, especially if you're trying to just get started, bro. You're not. I'm not dropping G's, G's on some CDJs, but this program in for the Oculus, you can use them in VR.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm like, bro, that's probably like one of the best like examples of why VR is like dope. like get access to stuff you couldn't get access to unless you had like mad money.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that just goes the same for like the whole racing sim and like flight simulator community too.
Oh yeah.
And those things are complicated. That because we talk about shooters. Like I don't know if you ever played Squad, but like
Mhm.
Squad is like super realistic shooter. It's like a step down from Arma, but
Yeah.
like flying the helicopter in that game, like it's
Oh
like it's really on some like, bro, if you don't know how to fly the helicopter, don't get in a driver's seat. Like everyone will be mad at you. Like don't do it. Like there's people dead. There's like people who play that game who are like yeah, I solely just drive the helicopter. That's all I do. Like,
yeah.
that's a whole nother level of like
Oh
like intense gameplay. Also for that game, you can't even talk about team. We were talking about teamwork earlier. Like you
uh-huh.
can't. You if you play the game, I mean you can, but like people don't like it. If you like, literally
Right.
playing without a mouse, not a mouse, without a mic is super frowned upon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like you have to talk. That particular game, you have to talk. Oh my gosh, man, that's a whole
I
bunch
know
of
that
vibes.
world.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
So that VR world is
Mm-hmm.
still very like so. Um, I was playing Five Nights at Freddy. Oh my god, VR. It's scary.
You said Friday Night with Freddy?
Five Nights at Freddy. You ever play that game?
No, what's that?
Oh my gosh. So I never played it. I played it on VR, but it's a console game. Um, and I've heard it. I honestly thought it was like kind of kiddie-ish from what I thought. Definitely not. It's basically like a Chuck E. Cheese theme place called Freddy's, and you're a security guard working there, and the mechanical like animals and
Mm-hmm.
they come to life at night.
Oh snap.
Yeah, so there's like a bunch of different levels that you go through where you basically gotta survive the night, and it's all like crazy stuff. That's like the first level. Basically, you start in a security room and you're watching the cameras, and then you're watching animals come closer and closer to you. But you have to keep your energy um, from going to zero. So the lights are flickering, and your doors on your side where you can close it, they come to you, but you gotta time it perfectly. It basically lasts till like 6 a.m.
Oh my
Kind of hard.
gosh.
It's scary because like it's in VR, so
That's terrifying. On top of that, like I was a security guard, bro. I'm quitting.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm quitting.
Creepy mechanical animals coming.
Yeah,
And,
that's terrifying. That's
and they're
like
giant.
that's super terrifying. That's like that reminds me of like Killing Floor.
Yes.
Killing Floor was bro, that's like zombies and Left 4 Dead in one game.
Yo.
Like that like especially like the whole slow motion thing in that game is mad sick though. Like that's lit. That's so lit. But like that's like for like that was a game that I was like, man, this is mad spooky, and I don't want to play this unless I can like be on the mic with the homies because like it starts to feel weird playing
Mm-hmm.
this John in the room. I'm like, dang, bro, it's bad.
Yo.
Got this lady's like yelling at me. I'm like, bro, I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
That's great.
Yeah, bro. The spooky games are different. Honestly, I was making me think now. It's like, man, I wonder if there probably is, but I wonder if there's like a PvP like first person shooter that's like spooky. Like
Probably.
there was this game in the past. I think it was Evolve. Was the game
Mm-hmm.
where like you would like one person was the monster, and like you would and there's like four people would try and like capture the monster or defeat the monster. Like
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't scary, but it was kind of cool to be in that whole regards of like, yo, one player is like on like a ascended level of like abilities just because they're a monster and you're trying to like run away and hide.
Yeah.
There's another game like that that's like horror based. Oh, there is a game like that. I'm thinking about it. What is that game called? It's a guy like Jason and like other.
Oh,
I forget the name of the
like
game.
other like scary.
Yeah, like
Like
notable characters.
I played it. Death. What is it called? Dawn. I don't know. Dead by Daylight or something
Yes,
like that.
yes, yes, yes. Yeah, you got it. You got it. That was
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
that game is crazy.
facts, bro. Talk about like you talk about trying to
Yeah.
be good at a game. It's like, bro, I'm trying to be good, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm getting spooked.
Yo, for real. The first time I played that game, that wasn't when I either. I should have played when I was streaming, but it would have been great. My reaction, like screaming around.
You said you were screaming around and stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, oh my gosh,
Like if
yo,
you don't have a team, with the randoms, that sucks. Cause
yeah,
they'll just leave you for dead.
yeah, for real, for real. Oh my gosh,
It's like
yeah.
that. Your team.
Yo, facts. It's like that. Yo, that's how I be feeling. With in Apex with like you talking about the randoms leaving you for
Nah,
dead.
yes.
They
They'll
just be
leave
looking
you.
at you like, no.
Yup.
I'm like, dang, dog, are you for real? Like, don't do. Or they're like run off by themselves and like die, and then be in the chat like, what are you guys doing? It's like, bro,
Yep.
you like, what do you want me to do? You ran off.
Right.
Like, did you expect all of us to just start following you? Catch.
Right. What?
Yeah, that's like another like aspect of like particularly just being good at games is just like, bro, you gotta have a lot of people don't fully understand this, is my personal opinion, but it's like you gotta actually have some amount of emotional intelligence in at least in team playing games,
100%. Yes.
because like
You can't just go in there and like
yeah,
do whatever.
yeah, you're just gonna make everyone upset.
Yeah.
And even if you're
Yeah.
playing by yourself, you gotta like even games that don't involve a team, you have to be able to like be in control of your breath and like just
Yeah.
like relax.
Yeah. You got to be in the zone, but, like in control and
Facts.
know like what you're doing. Some aspect.
Yes,
If you
yes.
want to win.
Facts. If you do want to win, like that's my gosh.
Yeah.
That I've had it happen to me a couple of times. Like when I was like playing, I forget what game it was. It might have been Apex. No, it is
Yeah.
Apex. I would not that I was like mad. It was just that I would like I can't describe it. It's like when you get like I'm not scared, but I get like surprised. Yes, you get
Yeah.
like when you get surprised by another player and you're like missing all your shots because you're like,
Yes.
yo, it's gonna be so draining. I'm like, bro, why am I so bad at this?
I don't know.
Have you done anything to help with that? Like just like calming yourself down in like intense moments?
I think just getting my breath under control. I remember when I used to be heavy playing like Call of Duty games when I was super huge in like search and destroy games. And like I remember those games where like I would be trying to clutch. I'd be like a 1v3 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And like at the end of those like matches, whether I won or not, I know like my breath would be like if I lost, it's because my heart and my breath is like out of control. I'm like, and like, oh, the team got me. I need to put them on my back or something. So I think as I got older and like more used to that feeling, I think just like trying to keep my heart rate possible and like, just having that confidence that like I got this. Don't freak out too much. Even though no matter what, I still get that like antsy feeling afterwards of like just your nerves and like, adrenaline pumping.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you can control your breath for sure, your heart rate, you should be alright.
Oh yeah.
It'll help you focus a lot more.
Thanks. You know, I'll be good. Nah, I feel that. I feel that. That's definitely is the trick. Just I think it all is really breath. It's just like,
Yeah.
which is like I've never. Now that I think about it, I've never like because like we mentioned like we were talking before, just like meditating. Like I like have
Oh yeah.
never. Now I'm actually kind of curious to see like if I was like to play a game and I just completely focused on my breath while doing that, like how well I played.
It's funny that we're talking about this because I seen something not long ago where they ranked different games uh with like heart rate and
Oh
like
wow.
what was the top game for like your heart rate. And Apex was one of the if it I don't know if it was the top game, but it was like one or two with like highest heart rate for gamers. I
Hmm.
think it was the top game actually, and I was like, "Good thing, 'cause that's true." It's super fast paced.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot that goes
Wow, that's sick. I didn't even know they did that. That's so cool.
on. Yeah,
Wow. Wow. So you know what? This this is a great point to for us to end on because like yo, at
yeah,
the end of the day, dog, regardless of what you're playing, you gotta control your breath.
for real.
Yeah, for real, for real. So yo, if you wanna let the people know where they can find you, Lex.
Yeah, you can find me on IG at Lex.Mili with one L. Same on all my other medias as well. So YouTube, my Twitter is different, but that's all in my. So
Hmm.
you guys can follow me there.
Beautiful,
And I'll be
beautiful.
streaming on Twitch Monday through Friday. Same Lex Mili.
Hey, hey. No, yo, we love to hear it, and yo, it was a pleasure having you and all that.
Thank you.
Yo, thank you. And yeah, yo, I hope everyone enjoyed this conversation. You know, hope to see you back. We're gonna bring in more conversations of this nature so that people can understand better how to improve their gameplay and as we get more into it. With that being said, enjoy your I'm going to say enjoy your life. I mean, yes, enjoy your life, but enjoy your day, your night, your morning, wherever you are in the world. And yo, stay safe. Peace and love, y'all.